Hi, Bill White here. Today I want to talk about bulk enrollment. Okay, as we are getting close to the beginning of the new semester, I thought I'd revisit this and show you a little bit more about it. Okay, so as you can see, I have my courses set up here, and I want to enroll my students in there. But right now, when I go in to my course, you can see I have nobody in here. Okay, now I could go enroll, and then I don't have them here, so I could upload them or add one by one, do it that way, but it takes for a long time. So some important information you need to remember is one is your short code here. So instead of A equal B2, it's just EB-2. Okay, and then also you want to look for your group names if you're using groups. Okay, and then again, Tuesday 2 and Tuesday 3. So I'll have two groups for each of these for this class, and then the same here for my EB3. Again, I just go in here and users, and then again I look. I don't have anybody enrolled. Okay, and then again groups. So Friday 3 and 4, and you can see up here EB-3. Okay, so this way it's a little bit easier. So if you have these preset, then it's a lot easier. Okay, so now, so the first thing you need to do is set up a Excel worksheet. Okay, now for Excel worksheets you need to follow certain rules for the Moodle to accept an upload sheet. First, the first 5 columns must be as this: a username, a password, first name, last name, and email. And then anything extra, you can add courses and groups. You could have course 1, 2, 3, groups 1, 2, 3, any combination. Okay, that's up to you. I only have just course and groups. So one course, one group for each student. Password, as Moodle defaults with, you need to use one alphanumeric, so you need to use one uppercase, one lowercase, one numeral, and one non-alphanumeric character, and at least 8 characters long. You can set that differently, that's up to you. But for now, I'm just using the default. And then first name, last name, and then here I have email set up. Okay, here, if you look up here, I have it set up so that whatever I put in here will become the first part. So my school uses the student numbers as part of their email addresses, so I can just set it up to do that. I just change in here. Instead of email.com, I can put, universityname.ac.jp or whatever they use. Okay, and it will do that for me. And then I have my course and my groups. So again, just quickly, so you need to know your course one. So I know this is EB2 hyphen or EB-2, all capital letters, of course. And same here, EB-3. Okay. So now here's my student's list name. So I have their name, their student number, their names, and I already prepared this, so I put their course short name and their group name. Okay, I downloaded the stuff from my university's LMS or portal, I guess, like Universal Passport or something, and I just extracted the information I needed. Okay. Some schools offer the email address, and if you have that, you don't need to set up that email address setup, but if you do, it's just nice to have. So now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy their student numbers, and then put in here. Okay, and then of course it changed their email for me. Then I can copy their names. And paste that. Okay. And then the course and their groups. So having this pre-done does make it a little bit quicker. Okay. I'm assuming you know how to use. Did I mess up? Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay. And then life is good. Okay, so now all I have to do is, when I do this, I have to save this as, very important, you have to make sure you save this as, it should default to an Excel or any whatever Office suite you're using, but please make sure it's set up for CSV, and you want to make sure it's got the UTF-8. Okay, and then once you have that, save it where you want to save it. Okay, I already saved one, but okay, just for the sake of it. Okay, and I can ignore the error. Okay, so now I have my bulk enrollment sheet done, and now I'm ready to upload to my course. So this one, you need to go to Site Administration, and then Users, Accounts, and Upload Users. So now you have two ways of doing this. One is you can drag and drop, or you can just choose a file. You choose a file to upload, and it's already there. I know where it is. Bulk enroll, and then just open. Everything looks good. Upload. Okay, now here you have to look at some things to make sure you're okay. Okay. First is, okay, the encoding. Please make sure it's default as that. You should. And then you decide how many rows you want to preview. I only have 20, but it's okay. And then when you click upload, it's going to show you. Okay, so I have all these students here. It says I have 20, but it says, because it starts from line 2. Okay, so it says 21. Then here, I always make sure this is set to add new only, skip existing, create password if needed. I always require in the file. Okay, force page. Yes, I always force my students to change it to something that they are familiar with. Okay, standardized usernames, yes or no, you can. Okay, select no. Okay, for emails, I always set this to hide my email address from non-privileged, so only teachers are allowed to see it. If they want other students to do it, they can give it to them. I rather just not have them do that. And then post forums, and then you can decide whether or not this information. So I often will just leave it empty, but if you want, you can add information. If you're in a certain department at one university, it's easier, but if you're at multiple schools like I am, I will upload 300 at 2 different schools in 4 different departments or something like that, so I can't fill in that information. It's not important anyways. So everything's looking good. Now when we upload, it's saying good, saying good, saying good. Okay, and okay, for some reason it expected me to have more people there, but it's okay. It's errors, but it will not affect anything because it's just everything's missing. Okay, and then we're all set. Everything looks good. So now you can go into your user account and browse a list, and you should see all your students are there now and their email addresses, and they have never logged in, obviously, but yes. Okay, then also you can just check in your class. So participants, and you can see they're here, and here's the groupings. Okay, and then if you want to just see by groups, you can select that way. and then choose Tuesday 2. Apply, and it will show you just the Tuesday students. Add 3, like that, and apply, and then you got your 3. And then, of course, same with the other class. Another way is you can go through here, users, and check your groups. Okay. And that shows you who's in that one, and that shows you who's in that one. Okay. So everything is looking good, and now you're ready for your students to start on day 1. I hope this was useful, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much, and happy Moodling.